I'm with Mr. Orlando Pandolfi, a Director of Music Programs at St. Paul's. Thank you for this session, this interview.
Hi, Jean. It's great to see you again.
Thank you. Is there your guideline or advice to the families who is looking to apply to St. Paul's that
Yes.
this is what you should be doing?
Yeah, Jean, that's a really good question. Often some people think they have to produce
Yes.
something, and that doesn't help us at all, because often the production just kind of hides what we need to learn about the student to help them. So there's a certain level of ability, and it's not as high as people think, that will allow them to come into the orchestra. So I always say, keep it really simple. Don't let anybody sell you a bag of goods like, oh, for $1,000 I can make your son sound like Jascha Heifetz. No, you don't want that. We want just find a piece that the student can play well, something they're very, very comfortable with, so that they can play it accurately and musically and expressively. It doesn't have to be a really difficult piece. And put that on tape. Maybe it's nice to hear the range. If there's a trumpet player, I'd like to hear how high in the range they can go and what the tone is like. With a violinist, we like to see them be able to get into the third position, with a good sense of intonation. And just 5 minutes worth of stuff, and we can tell, quite frankly, in 30 seconds.
Yes.
If it's somebody that we want to listen to further. And again, present something that you think is going to make us feel that you're going to contribute to the ensemble that we're trying to maintain or build. I recommend to parents, I said, listen, if you have a young child who's interested in music, don't say, okay, go off and practice and yell at them when it doesn't sound good. Go in there and sit with them. Spend a half hour and learn a little bit about the language of music yourself. If you don't know, if you have a child who wants to play the trumpet, right now the trumpet sounds terrible for about a year, and it's very, very painful. But if you say, oh, you have to go
And practice.
into the room where we keep the dog, then the child is going to have a hard time.
Right.
But if you take an interest and you maybe go to a lesson and inquire a little bit, and just encouragement and comfort and company, that's very, very valuable.
And you do that here.
Well, we do. What we do is as much as we
Yes.
can. Absolutely. If I'm walking by a practice room and I hear somebody perfecting mistakes or exercises in futility sometimes because they don't know, I'll go in and I say, listen, what you're doing, the way you're doing is going to take an hour. If you listen to me, I can make you do that same thing in 20 minutes. And I don't, always insinuate myself on all the students, but if I hear something, and certainly with my own children.
Yes.
My two youngest, well, one is playing in college. He's not looking to be a professional musician, but the college that he went to, I mean, the music department loves him because he's really helping them out.
Yes.
And I have another son who plays trumpet here. He's at St. Paul's.
Yes.
And I gave him an instrument pretty early without any expectation. I just showed him how to blow and let him fool around. But when he came of age, I started giving him a little more instruction, and I sat with him. And he's going to be pretty good.
A couple years back, I was actually embarrassed when I brought a boy. Number one, actually, he didn't bring his instrument with him. So you got him a violin and asked him to tune and play. He didn't know how to...
I think I remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
He didn't, he fidgeted.
Violist.
His parents were very nervous, upset, and his father asked why he can't, I guess, tune or set the instrument. And he said his teacher, his tutor always did it for him. The students should really know their instrument, what they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to be what I call recruited musicians, they have to have all that together. Now, we have some students who, our teachers do have to do that. But part of it is we also teach them how to be independent. The best gift you can give your child is independence. And so, as a teacher, I've always said that the best gift I can give my students is musical independence. So they don't really need me anymore to show them everything. I don't always succeed, but that's that's a goal.
Great. Okay. Well, I think that was good.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Thank you.